Alrighty, Mr. Gatekeeper here. Alright, what I have here is, this is not a personal build by me. What this is my very first, this is my third amp I ever owned. My very first 4-pill I ever owned. And this is the very first amplifier I ever AB biased. Also, this is the very first time I applied the biasing board that my mentor taught me to use. So anyway, what I did, man, is I took the case up to my painter and got a little bit of candy paint splashed on this cotton picker. Pretty much it's a kind of a light purple with a little bit of dark sparkle. Well, I wouldn't call it a sparkle. It's a light purple. Oh, it's House of Kolor. Look at that run right there, boy. This House of Kolor candy paint. He got creative with it. You can tell there's a little bit of darker purple in it, kind of a fade, and it's kind of real hard. The camera don't do justice. The cameras never do justice on these boxes. They always look different in real life. I think it's just the way the camera records them. But anyway, so we got a brand spanking new paint job on this thing, man, and labeled it up there. Put some new fan on it. Went with the white LEDs, as you can see there. So it's just pretty much a Dave made style 4 transistor amp, and I used this bad boy for, I know, 2 or 3 years in the Mobile. I made many video gates with this amp. I worked the world with this amp. I've worked at least, I think, over 38 countries plus on 11 meters with this amp on sideband alone. So when you flip this SSB switch back here, it goes to AB, down is C, and it also gives you a sideband delay when you flip it up. Alright, well, let's show you this bad boy in action so somebody will get to the thing's about to fall right there. Somebody will be able to get to own my first real box, pretty much. My first real box was a Texas Star 667. My first box was a little 4 MOSFET box, a little 4 520s, and this was my third box right here, pretty much. Boy, I'll tell you what, I've had my fun with it. I've had my fun with it. So I pretty much brought it back to a fresh new line of sight here with a fresh paint job here. Put some feed on there. The inside might not be the prettiest thing, but I have spent at least 3 hours cleaning this thing on the inside. I've pretty much cleaned all the flux up. I've cleaned all the dirt out. You gotta think, I ran this in the Mobile 3 years, 2 or 3 years, pretty much running it every day. So, so it needed to be clean. Tell you what, got them fingerprints on there, boy. It picks up some fingerprints, that candy paint does. All right, we're on the bench radio right now. We're just gonna run the little 1446 driver here, and we're gonna run it on low though. Alrighty, we got the 1000-watt slug. Okay, we're on the high tap, 1000-watt slug. Go. Alrighty, right there about 300 watts RMS. Let's take a look at the peak. Go. Alrighty, right there about 850. Voltage drop. Go. 15.7. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and hook up the old hot radio and see what this thing's gonna do. We're gonna do this all in one hand here. There we go. We're just gonna leave this. It's a 2-pill 1446. We're just gonna leave it turned down. We won't beat the heck out of it. Kind of simulate somewhere of a strong 1-pill. All right, we're on the hot radio. Let's turn the power on that. Power right there off. Put new hot wire on this thing too, and ground wire, as you can see. Strain release, new SO239 gold-plated Teflons. All right, RMS. Door. Right there, about 380. Yeah, we'll turn the driver up just a little. Door. Right there, about 380. Peaks shouldn't change much, man, when I switch over to this hot radio. Door. Nah, it won't change much. Voltage drop. Ooh, 15 volts even. Alright. So you're pretty much looking at about a 850, 900 watt box, and it's got a good full load on it, good voltage. Ooh, I need to hurry up and turn this thing off, take the 10 off. I'm about to run out of time here. So you're looking at about anywhere from 300 to 380 bird. Like I said, this is one of my first boxes I ever owned. To be ran as much as it's been ran, I say that's pretty dang good, man. Doing a good job. Right there, about 800, 850 watts or so. Alright, I'm going to put the camera down so I can take this top off. There she be. There's the AB biasing board right there. I did the best job I could at the time. My work looks a little neater now, of course. But it is what it is. Like I said, if you would have seen this, I got a picture of this amp. I almost forgot to mention this. I have a picture of this amp with a dirt dauber's nest right about right here, built up. I tell you what, man, I should try to bring that picture out and put it on the video just to show some before after. But I do have before after of the case, how dirty it was, nasty it was. And we brought that bad boy back to a brand new shine. And there's the clear fan with the voltage regulator, new switch, new LEDs. I rewired a little bit of the AB bias board here just to clean things up just a bit. I couldn't spend a lot of time on it, but it is what it is. Went ahead and grounded the remote there too, just in case somebody needs to use the ground with that. 4 2879s. I thought I'd bring it on to a Gatekeeper amp logo because this thing means a lot to me. I've worked the world with this thing. We'll show the back one more time in some light. Let's see if we can get some light back here. There we go. There's the back. Alright, off the eBay it goes. Whoever gets it, I hope you enjoy. Because this thing means a lot to me. This thing has a lot of sentimental value. We'll see you. Bye, bye, bye.